So guys, as promised, here's the review of the Pilot parallel pen, which is basically touted as the next generation of calligraphy technology, so to speak, from Pilot, Japan. It's available in three different nib sizes. As you can see, this is the, well, if you can see sideways, that is a 3.8, a 1.5, 2.4 and a 6, which we did not think was practical for us anyway. Just to give you a review, we got this pen first, which was sent to us from a store in Belgium via my sister, Jayashree Srinivasan. And these two we picked up from eBay India, from the Luxor store, which is online. Obviously, this is the slight difference in the packaging. This is the, well, I don't know, could be the older packaging. This could be a newer packaging. So we're going to unbox this right in front of you now. So now struggling with this tape that they have decided to place so very nicely for people who don't have long nails, which I don't have as well. Wait, it's happening. It's happening. I have done it. Oops, I tore it. Oh well. So here's the pen by itself. What they give you is two cartridges. As you can see, the cartridge ink color is indicated by the color inside the cartridge itself. This is black. They give you a red along with it, and this is a piece of cleaning film. We'll show you what this does later on. This is basically just a very thin piece of plastic film. This is a pipette that is used for cleaning and flushing the pen, which is interestingly available only in this particular packaging. It wasn't available in the other two. This is the cap, and this it's the pen itself. Okay, it's a little bit, alright, there you go. This is the pen. Just to get you a close-up of the pen itself. I don't know if it's focusing. Let's just get this out of the way to help with the focusing. Yep, there you go. Now this is the nib itself. As you can see, it's very interesting. It doesn't have a tongue. It basically looks like a calligraphy pen, but has no tongue. And if you can look at very carefully, it's basically two plates. Right, there you go. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's two plates with a little bit of a gap, and that's where the ink flow comes through that. And trust me, this is what we found to be quite interesting in this sense. Cartridges, you will see that the pen here, again, it's acrylic, it's clear, so you'll be able to see through it. There is a sort of a lip that it is using to get into the cartridge, which is this part here, which the cartridge is tapping on right now. What you'll need to do is basically puncture this plate that they have indicating the color and push it all the way through. And now Pilot recommends that these are non-refillable cartridges and use only one time. What we do see as well from our previous experience with the other pen is that this plate will flip open, and that's basically how the ink flow will start. So here we go. Let's hope I don't splatter the ink all over. As you can see, there it's gone, and this is it. Now we'll allow it a couple of minutes for the ink to flow through and reach the nib itself. Meanwhile, I'm just going to close this, put it away, and we'll show you how the other pens write. This I'm using the red ink, as you saw. The other two that I have will have the black ink in it. So looking at the instruction manual a little bit, this is the parallel pen's most unique feature. We'll be showing this. Basically works as both a chisel tip and basically a pilot or a point pen. This is another unique feature that they have on this, which is basically color gradation. You can use two pens, so basically make sure that you buy two from them. Kind of a nice strategy that they have. And buy the color inks as well. Now unfortunately or fortunately, they give you just two inks with the box itself, which is one red and one black, but you do get this wonderful color set. Again, this was sent to us by my sister, which has 12 different colors. I don't know if it can focus on the colors. Yeah, I think that makes it better. So 12 different colors that are available for mixing with the parallel pens, and just some regular instructions as to how to go about with your calligraphy, and some scripts as well. And turning it over, yeah, basically the accessories showing you what you can use to clean the pen, the cleaning cartridge, the ink cartridge, how to assemble it, how to insert the cartridge and how to clean the pen. I think, yeah, that's about covers it. Alright, let's get down to writing with it. So what they also have is basically different colored caps to indicate the widths of the pens. As you can see, 1.5, 2.4 and 3.8. What we found in our experience is that the 1.5 actually writes far thicker than 1.5 itself. So this is the 1.5, the red color. Okay. Let's focus. There you go, the 1.5. And this is basically how it writes. Now when you're writing, you'll notice that there is a slot here on this side. Yeah, and there's pilot written here. This can't be seen from this particular angle, but this is the side that they recommend that you keep up while writing. So I'm just going to doodle some basic strokes here. Now this writes just amazingly. I mean, I find words very short to describe this. It almost feels like you're writing with a sketch pen and not with an actual metal tip. It works, in my opinion at least, far better than any sort of reservoir pen and any sort of conventional calligraphy pen, including the ones that I have used from Parker and Scheffers. And talking about the tip writing or the normal writing that you can get, again, keep this point up. It has a pilot written on it, and you can just touch the corner of the pen to the paper and voila. So if you're going to do a little bit of Old English text, I'm just going to write S because, well, S. Yes, S. Now I'm just going to switch over to the tip. There you go. A nice little S. That was a 1.5. Now I'm going to write with the 2.4, which we loaded up with the red ink some time ago. Right. Again, using this side on top. Again, the cartridges that are supplied have a beautiful, beautiful ink. Very dark, very even, very nice spread. And obviously a little bit of blotting, but I think that's got to do more with the paper rather than the ink itself. And the third pen that we have here is the 3.8, which is the thickest of the lot that we have here. 3.8, there you go. Which is kind of what we opened with, the review. Now one thing that we've noticed is your upstrokes, which I just started off with here, are extremely smooth. I mean, most calligraphy pens can't match up to the smoothness of that upstroke that we're doing right here. It's just feels, it is a bit rough. I mean, it's not absolutely smooth like using a felt tip, but it is far better than using a conventional calligraphy pen. Now we're going to try and do the mixing of the two inks. What I'm going to do now is take the 2.4 ink, 2.4 mm pen, which has the red ink already in it, and I'm going to transfer the black ink using the 3.8 out here. So the camera is set up a little bit low, so I'm just going to take this and do this off camera. But basically what I'm going to do is just touch the two tips like so. Let me just see if this will work with this itself. So I'm just touching the tips. The ink transfer, we've been told, will take place just by touching the two tips. And what I'm going to do is try and write with the 2.4 millimeter. Alright, here we go. So this is a red pen. As you saw, we just written pilot with it. Now I'm just going to put a stroke under that, and wow, it's black. Look at that, it's black now. I'm just going to keep writing with it, probably just doodle. So I'm just going to do. Okay, that was a lot of black transferred into the red. So obviously we recommend that you don't hold on to that for that sort of a long time. Wow. It's turned black. Wow. Guess we'll have to experiment a little bit to get the color back. Yeah, now I can see a little bit of red coming through. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but it's turning slightly brown. Talking of which, brown. Well, here we go. We're getting a little bit of a shade change here with the brown. We're seeing a little bit of the red tip. I'm just going to get it closer to the camera here. The lighting isn't helping, but then yeah, let's see. It should turn a little bit lighter and then turn red. So let's go brown to red. Let's try that again. Brown to red. And I think that looks far better. As you can see, yeah, this is what they're saying about the double ink feature. But I think it will be a little bit of mix and match as to understanding how long do you want to hold on to it and where do you want to get the color going, and how much of the color do you want going. Obviously, I think transferring from a broader tip to a narrower tip also makes a difference. Ideally, I think it will have to be equal size tips for the ink transfer to take place properly itself. Again, very interesting marketing, so I think you keep buying more and more pens from them. I'm not saying that you should, but then yeah. So again, just going to get some doodling going to give you an impression of what it can actually do. Yeah, this is interesting. Now it's actually having black on one side and red on the other. So again, a very interesting way of texturing your script with different colors with a single pen itself. Again, very interesting pen, very interesting setup. Definitely, I think something worth investing in if you are interested in pensmanship and calligraphy. So yeah, do give it a shot, and do let us know how you like the review. Would you like us to review some other product, a pen, a paint, or anything else that you have in mind? Peace out. Yeah, I'm not making a virtual top.